Okay, so that's old stuff, and I'm glad we touched on that. So all the girls watching, if you wasn't mentioned, because it was never really serious between you and Dee Dee and other girls like that.
Yeah, they were all kind of pulling on my coattail.
You
Get
know
off
what?
me.
So wait a minute. Recent beefs.
Oh, God.
Let's just go into that and why. So to clear it up, so I'm gonna start it.
We got to clear this up.
Yeah. No, wait. So first, let's touch on Lele. Layomi.
Oh, Lele, my newest little sister. No beef at all. The only beef between me and her, we had little personal stuff aside to Ballroom that I had came at her and about something, and she said something, and I, you know, as a young girl, I kind of felt like, bitch, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, for real, like, girl, you know? So that was my anger toward her. I was trying to, you know, do something for her, and she's like soaring off my arm like, well, girl, what you gonna do is give me your arm. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna give you this, but you can't take, you know what I mean? So we went through it all for that. Once again, the violence. It was a little touchy-feely, you know what I mean? I'll take the hair pull, I'll take the push. As long as there ain't no punch and no kick, I'm good. I'm titanium.
How did you feel about the battles you had, the LSS battle? How did you feel about the battle?
It's like, yeah, but no. You get, okay. Because
Veronica.
Hey, keep your hand. See, all these next ones, as you can see, they're all being physical and violent. We're gonna break it on down. Veronica, Laomi, and
Katrina.
What
happened?
And Erica and whoever other little.
Wait. Katrina, what happened?
Katrina, once again, it was another segment, as you can see on the tape. I catwalk and duck walk to the front. I kept my performance in the front. She then went on into me, kicked me, stomped on me, and then whatever. So I just was devastated. I mean, I was so devastated. Like, I could not believe that this happened. I actually went to the back of the club to the little extra room in Vogue Nights and threw a chair across the room. And then the bouncer came in there and spoke to me and said, I finally seen it, Ma. You not the one that touched. That's why I stayed. That touched me like so much, like, because I just saw him coming ready to, okay, girl, pack it up, but he came over to me.
Because you're used to that type of stuff.
I mean, and not that they're not used to that type of stuff, but what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. If in fact a person that comes out and is constantly doing this stuff, then you would be the first one to throw the first blow on the runway. We're women at the end of the day. So we don't want to be out here embarrassing ourselves or making ourselves look any kind of way. I mean, she just got a whole bunch of work done. I didn't want to do, you know, I just wanted to do whatever I was doing. I feel like in performance is so much room and different spaces, you know what I mean, to go to. Even if you stand, Ashley sometimes would pay the battle and go stand in front of somebody and Vogue in front of their face. Like, it's different type of ways of letting your performance out as opposed to doing something violent on the runway. It's not a good look.
So what happened with you and Kane?
And me and Erica Kane, now this is another personal situation. This goes into a conversation about that. I was actually speaking out loud because, you know, I'm nuts. I was actually speaking out loud about my niece Imani. She had just went to go get her breast augmentation, and it went all successful, but she was out there voguing a little bit too dramatic, and I was a judge that night, and I was feeling for my niece. I said, well, wow. She shouldn't be voguing like that, because I hope she don't pass out and something. You know what I mean? You know, I'm having my concerns because I don't want to come to the club to having a joyful night and see someone hurting me, so for a trophy or for whatever. You get what I mean? I personally feel, and this is just my opinion, I don't know how the new generation does it, but if you get your work done, like my mother Sanaya has taught me, rest home, go home, massage it, rub it so that it can feel a certain type of way. Don't get a breast implant and then if in fact you're right at the back of the runway, for what? So that's what I was saying to myself out loud. When I first sat on the panel, they was like Erica and Kane. Kane and Yolanda, and I was like, she ain't worth the time or the day. So that just shut the whole shit down. So then she caught me speaking out loud, and she just invited herself into that conversation. Oh, well, these bitches need to throw their bags around because they just got their new work, huh? These bitches and all this industrial silicone and all this fucked up bruise and all this and all that and all this. Let me tell you something. Okay. For people that just got a foot in the ballroom scene, you are not even that type of girl to even have that conversation with me. That's number one. Number two, you should be thankful that you had a chance to sit next to me on a panel and hearing me say this stuff to somebody else, because another girl would have been laughing. Another girl would have said, look at Imani, child, she busting her thing and all that. No, but I was very concerned because I do know Imani Mezrahi. You know what I mean? There's certain people in ballroom that I know that are to my heart. My heart is shaped in two, and I ain't giving it out in that many directions, okay? So as far as Kane, what pissed me off is that we were close. Like, me and Erica Kane were like kind of somewhat friends, aside to this argument that happened. You know, she got her...
So it could be squashed.
And she became... I mean, if she wants to squash it, cool, you know, if she wants to, but I could see it within her that she's not going to want to. I could see it inside of her that I don't want to have to speak to her. If in fact I go out tonight and I see her and she sees me, I'm looking the other way and she can do the same. I'm with my kids, my father, whoever, whatever. I'm just coming out to enjoy myself. It's been 6 months. I'm doing great as far as family and stuff like that. My little brother's on his way to college. I'm doing different things in my life, my real life, because like Sanaya has said, I did watch that first interview, and I feel like if you sit in ballroom too much, it can destroy you, because you become this huge person. You become somebody to a whole bunch of nobodies, and nobodies to people that are somebodies. So when you become somebody to the people that are somebodies, that's when you made it. As far as ballroom, this is just half of these people won't make it to see 2015 or any of these years, but I have, and I am thankful. And like I said, it's just a thing of just being, you know, settled.
Wait, I gotta ask you this. Last time you was out of 6 months, the last night time you was out, you was sitting, you was feeling it. I gotta ask you this, because your mother and a few other people was angry. You know what I'm gonna about? Do you know what I'm about?
Yeah, 1,000.
No, I'm not even talking. I wasn't even thinking about that night. I'm talking about the night when you went to the cabin and he was like, "Give you the good shit. You want that chance."
Oh, the night with Kane. The argument with Kane. Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, it was that night. Oh yeah, you're right. How did you? Now you was feeling it, right or wrong? You was on your. That was you had your heel. I mean, how did you feel about the storm?
I had just got my ID for motor vehicle. You know, that's a big task for a lot of transgender women in New York City to have all your identification, social security, benefit card, ID, birth certificate. You know what I mean? If in fact you want to be a woman, you should have everything changed over. You should not be sitting here saying, I'm Ballroom Senior Yolanda, and then when you go have a drink, it says Joaquin Jackson. Joaquin Jackson. You get what I mean? Or something like that. So I had been wanting to do that. I did it. I felt great. I came out for a drink. I came out to just have a good time. I wanted Kevin to give me that chant because I was feeling that chant for a long time in the house. So this is my thing. Like, I come out and I request a certain chant and I request it to be a certain way, and it goes in that way. So Mariah came out. What's funny about it is that earlier on, this is Mariah's birthday night, and earlier on was carrying on. I mean, I came to the club early. We did hand performance. We did Vogue Like Your Favorite Femme Queen. I was Sanaya. Oh, we had a blast. So when she stormed me, I just... I was talking about Sanaya. Sanaya says sometimes storms can do two things. A storm can make you go off crazy, or sometimes it kind of fuck you up a little bit. Right, and it kind of... Because I was in the niggas I was in my own... I wanted to see what else I was going to do. So I seen her tipping out. I'm like, okay. It was different because I did have on a shoe. I was trying to kind of step up, you know what I mean, as far as how my performance is normally in a sneaker or a jean, whatever. But I was just trying to do something different. So I was trying to channel it in my mind, like, okay, what am I going to do now? And knowing that it was her birthday, knowing that we had a blast early and all that stuff. So her storming me, it just...
Fuck you up.
Yes, it completely tore me down. So I drifted off. I went into my world. I went into what I was going to do. And then she bumped me. So it was like, okay, you know what, Mariah? This your night, girl. I'm just gonna be casual. I'm gonna keep it classic feminine performance. This is your night, so do your part. Oh, but I will get her back for that too. One, okay, she better not play.